started over in here. Oh, hey, everybody. Welcome along. As usual. See where our Miles is. Just pull on up and relax. Making this nice and easy today. We're gonna get there fast, then we'll take it slow. So welcome along. See, when we don't have the Benny Goodman going, Miles doesn't know what's going on. So, I need to pour myself a drink. It's going pretty easy tonight. I was having some grapefruit wine. It's sweet and heady. Hey Kathleen, hey Crit. Hey Kathleen, hey Sue. Hey Heather. Evening everybody. Hey Casey. Hey everybody, hey Jean Marie, Georgia, Susan. Hey all. 3-day weekends, huh? Those of you who get weekends. It is our annual tradition of the Time Travel Pub Crawl Tiki Edition. So we'll just hang out here with this nice relaxing Hawaiian music. Alright, let's restart that music then. Alright, yeah, this is awesome neon, right? Oh, Miles. Miles is presently in the swinging chair. Let's go check out Miles. Everybody. Miles is in what I believe to be his new favorite spot. Here in the swinging egg chair. Which he was terrified of at first. But now he's learned to like it. Took him a few times to learn how to jump up and down from the thing. Oh, you can see he jumped down now. Miles. Welcome everybody. Hey, Kristen. Yeah, so now Miles likes the chair. He has been getting in it on his own quite a bit now. Last night he tried once or twice and didn't quite make the jump right, but he was kind of determined. Hey, Mom. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Kristen. Hey, everybody. Yep, that's our Miles down there. Welcome along, everybody. Miles, you gonna sit on the floor there? Look at this guy. got myself going a little too large here, don't I? I'm supposed to be able to see all of this stuff. But I wanted to show you Miles, so it's probably why I enlarged it last year, too. So it would be like Miles size. But feels wrong not having any Benny here. We need to liven things up a little, so let's put on the Benny for the rest of this.
Presenting Benny Goodman and his music.
Kathleen Miles has several window seats in this place. I opted not to make a big tiki drink tonight. I'm just having some grapefruit rosé, and I just found out rosé is the only thing. There's no rose wine. I thought there was one called Rose. I thought Billy Joel was saying perhaps a bottle of Rose instead, but I just listened to it today and realized he was saying rosé instead, not just rosé instead. So I feel stupid and contagious.
Benny Goodman, ladies and gentlemen, the man with the torrid clarinet and the even more torrid band who purveys assorted rhythms, all danceable, in the urban room of the Congress Hotel in Chicago. And first of all, one of Irving Berlin's greatest hits, Blue Skies.
Spellbinder's over on YouTube. Don't know about Facebook, but I'm glad you're there on YouTube. And Mystericon is coming up. Had a bit of a talk with some of the others about that today. This is mildly panic-inducing. Mildly, somewhere between mildly and seriously. Hey, Floresita. I'm sticking with just the wine tonight on account of, I drank enough last night, honestly. I thought it was just a couple drinks, but they must have been stiff. They were in small cups, but they were stiff. Hey, Miles. Here's the guy. Oh, dear. Clean up on aisle 2 over here. Miles. Mystericon.com is live. We don't have a theme. What are we gonna do? I have too much to panic about these days. Miles, look at that. Hey, Mark and Karen. Hey, Grandma Belle. Hey, Pat. Hey, Christy in Ohio. Oh, hey, Timothy. All right. Hey, Karen. We're going to let Benny do a little bit more here before we get started properly on our time travel pub crawl. Annual tradition. Miles. But look at this dude. Hey, Julianne. Hey, Susan. Hey, everybody. Well, Martin, don't come crying to me. Yeah, the 5th. Is this the 5th Mystericon, really? Yeah, I believe it is. Wow. Hey, Mona. Hey, Vicky. Miles into the mood has been rather clean. Yeah. We're going to let Benny finish up this tune here. But welcome along, everybody, to Time Travel Pub Crawl. We had some Hawaiian music going earlier, but it was just too sedate. I ended up wake on up.
Benny Goodman presents Helen Ward
All right, we'll let Helen sing With All My Heart here. And then we'll get started up properly. What song did I sing last night? I sang Out Tonight last night. My best Meatloaf voice. And I wailed on it. Or at least I felt like I did. I felt like I was crushing it, but I don't know. I was feeling no pain. The crippling effect that Brussels sprouts have on today's youth. Well, that is a good get-together idea, yeah. Discussing vegetables. Yeah. Hey, Lee, have a good time at the Mariners game. Hey, June. Hey, everybody. We're going to let Helen Ward finish singing this tune, then we're going to get started properly here. I love you dearly, for I am yours dearly. Hey, Kimberly in Western Michigan. Telling all the miracle the day you came along. Hey, Alex, good to come along. Good to be along. Have you along there? Good, everybody. We're just talking about Mystericon 5 this year. What should we do? Been having a lot of Brussels sprouts myself lately. They go great in the Wonder Oven. Hey, Delfina in San Diego. Welcome along, everybody. It is time for the Endless Summer. Yeah, Jeannie, the Wonder Oven was this little toaster oven air fryer combo that was all over ads in the Tube in London. I was deeply impressed by the advertising. But all right, that is Helen Ward wrapping it up with, and which means it is time for us to go ahead and get started. This is a time travel pub crawl, so you know what that means. It is time for our theme song.
Climb aboard, cause you don't know exactly where or when we'll go. Chicago 1893, or the Gilded Age in NYC. Blast off into outer space, drink till you're flat on your face. From the comfort of your home, so if you puke alone, one day we'll even find that place in France. And don't come crying to us if you pee your pants. Time travel pub crawl. Time travel pub crawl. Time travel pub crawl. Yeah!
All right, everybody, it is time for a time travel pub crawl, as though the government did not just send us back into the past enough today. Welcome along. I'm Adam for Mysterious Chicago Tours. Been a tour guide and historian here in Chicago for over 20 years now. Wow, that's terrifying to think of. Author of such books as Mysterious Chicago, the Book, Smart Aleck's Guide to American History. I don't know why I have Sparks, the epic and truly true blue almost holy quest of Debbie out there. It's now republished as Debbie Does Detention. And several other books that are only very vaguely related to what we are doing tonight. So here's the thing, when we started doing virtual tours about 5 years ago, we decided it would be great to do a virtual pub crawl too. However, once we started thinking about this, we realized, hey, if it's virtual, we're not bound by time or space. We could go to any pub that ever existed. All we needed was a vehicle. Now, in 1915, some divers digging a trench in the riverbed to lay some cables came across the wreck of what appeared to be a 40-foot-long homemade submarine. So they named the thing the Fool Killer, put it on display on South State Street. It disappears from the record in 1916, probably sold for scrap, or so they thought. We found it. It was in the couch tomb. Now it turns out that this thing actually doesn't just go underwater, it goes through time and space. It slices, it dices, also makes julienne fries. So we're going to be taking that back for our endless summer. It has been a very hot week here in Chicago, so we are going to be going to some summer-themed bars over the course of tonight at our annual Endless Summer Tiki Pub Crawl. So when we talk about tiki, we're talking about a very cartoonish adaptation of somebody's idea of the culture in Polynesia. This is the area over around here, starting with Hawaii and going down to the Cook Islands, French Polynesia, Easter Island, the Pitcairn Islands, American Samoa. So a lot of this was first encountered by Americans during the course of World War II. An awful lot of soldiers were stationed down here. And by the growth of tiki culture over the next decade after the war was in a lot of ways a way for them to recontextualize what they had experienced down there. Down there, like places like, you see it a lot in things like South Pacific with Bali Hai or Special Island. Right around the same time was the building of suburbia, white flight in America. All these places like Levittown, which quickly became like bywords for conformity. As the need for cheap housing after World War II came up, a lot of houses that looked just the same in towns such as Levittown, which I learned about from a Billy Joel song. I learned a lot about this stuff from Billy Joel songs, as a matter of fact, and I only just realized he was singing Rosé instead, not Rosé instead. This is a little bit. So people were now living in these button-down, plastic, fantastic little boxes made of ticky-tacky, and giving up army life for life as a company man, such as in Sloan Posby's I got this out of center. I did read this. Sloan Wilson's The Man in the Gray Flannel Suit. So all of a sudden, there was a need for something a little bit more exotic. Tiki culture and these sort of bars were not only about as far culturally and visually as you could get from Levittown, they also allowed soldiers many of whom were likely suffering from PTSD, to recontextualize some of what they experienced during the war. I have to cough just getting through saying that, because there is a certain extent to which this is just what we tell ourselves, because honestly, this reimagining of Polynesian culture is a little on the problematic side. But we're going to go back and talk about how the growth of these tiki bars in America. We're going to go to some of the originals, beginning with Don the Beachcomber. Now, Don the Beachcomber began in California and had things like rum fantasies. They were drinks that were made with rum, but he wouldn't tell anybody what was in it, even the people who worked there. This is Don the Beachcomber himself, who looks very much like my brother Eli. I'm just going to say that. He has slightly more hair than Eli does, but other than that, here he is much later in life. So this is what Eli would look like when he was old, if he could manage to hold on to some of the hair. Don the Beachcomber. Don was said to be a host to Diplomat, Beachcomber, Prince, and Pirate. The idea was he wanted the place to look like it was all stuff that he had just scraped up off of the beach. Now, in 1941, this place was already going, well before World War II had even finished. In 1940, this was their original rum dregs, the Barbados Punch, which cost $1.10. The Barbados Swizzle, only 95 cents. All the way up to Beachcomber's Rum Barrel, which served two for $2.25, or the Nui Nui, or the Navy Grog, which had a limit of 3, after which you would die. The amount of rum that must have been in these things. But it never actually says what it is, nor is there really enough data on this menu for you to know. I would have so many questions for the server at this place. 1950s, they had at least upgraded to color and shown you a little bit of a picture. The Zombie is one that comes up. $2 per drink. It's like a $60 drink in today's money. And limit of 2, because it would just knock you out so thoroughly. There's also a Shark's Tooth. At least you can see what color these are in this one. Like brown, that's a good flavor. Anyway, let's chat with Don the Beachcomber a little bit.
Aloha! Welcome to Don the Beachcomber. People call me Don Beach.
It's because that's your name, right?
According to the courts, it is now. Come on into the birthplace of tiki culture in America. I've traveled around the world and brought a slice of the South Pacific home for you.
Really? Where did you sail
A
exactly?
little bit of everywhere, my good man.
Uh-huh.
I'm no stranger to the seven seas. I can tell you tales of adventure, excitement, exotic worlds, and tropical flavors.
True tales?
As true as you'd like them to be.
Look, I know a thing or two about liars.
Why don't we get you a drink? I have over 60 tropical cocktails on my menu. All enough to transport you to a Tahitian paradise, all Don Originals.
Originals,
Maybe try
huh?
a zombie if you think you're strong enough.
How about just a round of Mai Tais?
Ah, my true classic. Now you're talking. Take some dark rum, a light rum, some lime juice, orange curacao, and some orgeat, and mix them all together.
Okay, thanks for sharing
Who
your
says I
recipe.
did that? There's imitators all over the world. Maybe I told you one of their Mai Tai recipes and fed you one of mine.
Well, thanks. It's delicious either
Sail
way.
in anytime.
All right, so there was a Don the Beachcomber in Chicago. That was right down here off of the Magnificent Mile. Right about where the Bloomingdale's building is now. Around the corner of that. But it looked like this, right here in the Magnificent Mile vicinity. And the inside was like this. You see a lot of the hallmarks of tiki culture here, Miles. Yeah, Miles is definitely a hallmark of tiki culture. But, you know, the ball lighting up at the top there, the exposed wood, bamboo, everything. Very much the look of it. Often there would be a water feature you cross over to get to as well. So, all right. Everybody, for some musical entertainment here, one of my friends, Rich Kruger. Rich Kruger is a guy I know who always wears Hawaiian shirts on stage. Here's Rich with a party song.
Hey, my name's Rich Kruger, and welcome to the Time Travel Pub Crawl Special Summer Holiday Edition. And this song is about my favorite pub to crawl to, the Gallery Cabaret, 2020 North Oakley in Chicago. It should reopen.
It did.
Due to virus and plague conditions on August 1st, 2020, God willing.
Nope.
It's owned by Kenny Strandberg. And so this song is called Kenny's. It's always Christmas in this bar.
All right, Big Kenny.
It's always St. Pat's and also Halloween. Nothing is ever thrown away. Here, real art always has its say. Kenny hangs a brand new works just about every 30 days. Look around, it's the 4th of July. It's always Christmas in this bar. At the bar, a regular proves once more that he is just a xenophobic jerk. The piano's always out of tune, but just the keys that work. The sound man drinks the night away. It makes my day here to say that you've entered hell, but on hell's most festive holiday. Oh, and it ain't only the piano that's been drinking. Tip my hat to Kenny, that is if I can only find my hat. And there's a Ringo belt of stars that hovers proudly over the bar. And someone's playing the house guitar. It's always Christmas in this bar. Well, there goes Johnny. He's back from his last bender and he's mixing cocktails behind the bar. He's got on some silver rings and he's put on a broad brim smile. He's got a brand new turquoise polo tie, for every woman he's got a line. There'll be one more bender, but we won't return that time. And outside on the corner, the young and the old share their papers, their pipes, and their pot. Some still smoke tobacco, the weed says louder, up yours to the cops. When late night some guy drove a drunken car to the front wall right into the bar. Thank God the pizza live. Some of us might just starve. Yeah. on a Sunday, there's always a free Sunday meal. All you need to do is say yourself a prayer and buy yourself 2 beers. Me, I always try to tip the cook if I find that the cook is still standing. And I'm proud to say that I ain't never throwed up after eating here. Well, you know that somewhere on the earth there may be a bar that I find stranger. And some men and some women are real glad that Johnny's gone. Oh, but a stranger's just a stranger here for less than a half a beer. The only fear we gotta fear is when last call's called. Oh, and it ain't only the piano that's been drinking. Tell me, friends, where else have you seen people juggle people with their feet? Like Picasso and George Bernard Shaw hold court over Kenny's lovely bar. And it's my turn to play the guitar. It's always Christmas at this bar. Well, hope you get to pub crawl to Kenny's one of these days. Again, I'm Rich Kruger, and you can find my stuff on all over the internet, Spotify and all those streaming services, or on or be directed via my website at www.richkruger.com. We got a new EP / quite frankly album coming out, 9 songs, old demos coming out at the end of the month in July, and I hope you'll check it out. And there's an upcoming feature on me on CBS Sunday Morning.
It's all been done now, Rich.
In July or August, so keep your eyes open. Anyway,
I just want to keep on
back to the
promoting
time
Rich
travel
Kruger.
pub crawl holiday edition.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Let us zip on by. If we're going to go to Don the Beachcomber, you know what else we absolutely must do is go watch out for werewolves drinking their pina coladas over here at Trader Vic's. Well, once upon a time, there was a guy by the name of Vic Bergeron who ran a place called Hinky Dinks. Not Hinky Dink Kenna, that's a Chicago guy. But at Hinky Dinks, they had a brand new place called the Bamboo Room with your hosts, Trader Vic, Mojito, the Rum Cow, the Cuban Presidente, lots of different rum drinks out here in Oakland. So Trader Vic realized that this was bringing people in. This whole style, this whole vibe was his real strength, and decided that's what he ought to do. Focus on that. Focus on the Trader Vic persona. And that is exactly what he did. Reopening under the name Trader Vic's, especially after taking a visit over to Don the Beachcombers, which inspired him to start making his own rum rhapsodies, and essentially copying the style. Well, let's chat with Trader Vic a little bit right now.
Hi there, I'm Vic Bergeron. Welcome to Trader Vic's, home of the original Mai Tai.
Original? We just talked to Don the Beachcomber, and he
Anyone
said...
who says I didn't invent the Mai Tai is a dirty stinker.
Fair enough. Did I see a werewolf on the way in? Perfect hair?
That's our London location. Swing by on your Halloween crawl.
We shall. Nice
Only
place.
the best for our Trader Vic's regulars. We have locations all around the world, so no matter where you roam, you always feel like you have a slice of the Pacific waiting for you.
Well, what can you recommend for me to drink here? I'm feeling a little rummed out already.
Not to worry. Try one of my other originals, the Eastern Sour. Rye bourbon, orgeat, lime juice, orange juice, and simple syrup to sweeten it up. You won't miss the rum, I promise.
Sounds like a winner.
Coming right up. And next time you see Don Beach, you tell him Trader Vic is gonna blow him out of the water.
All right, like a regular old pirate. The Trader Vic's eventually did, in fact, have locations all over. I remember going to the Atlanta one in the middle of Dragon Con one time. Got a hot buttered rum that came in a skull-shaped mug, and they set the drink on fire. Possibly the coolest thing I had ever ordered in my life up to that point. It's a shot of the London one, where you might actually see the werewolves of London drinking a pina colada. And this was a very popular place for a long time. In the 1970s, I especially liked the Good Time Manual. Places to go where people under 30 are going or should be going in the Bay Area. Though it did note that this place is fairly expensive. And if this turns you off, go on to the next article. Now, if you're still with us, read on. The nitty gritty. This place thing has just got 70s all over it, doesn't it? Now, Chicago also had a Trader Vic's location. Looked about like this on the inside. You notice definitely a lot of the same decor choices that they made over at Don the Beachcomber. Well, we're going to move on a little bit to some other summery stuff besides just tiki. Go check out the Edgewater Beach Hotel. This was here in Chicago. Before they expanded Lakeshore Drive to go up above Foster, this was right about at Foster and Broadway, right on the beach at the time. Hence the name, the Edgewater Beach Hotel. This is one of the fancier places in town. Still kind of a legend in the Edgewater area. Some years back, an author interviewed a lot of former employees there, and all of them reminisced about how crazy it was the time that Gandhi came. Which is weird because Gandhi definitely never actually came anywhere near the Edgewater Beach Hotel. It is where Heschel met King, if you're into social justice history. Looked about like this on the inside. You can see a few touches of tiki culture here with the palm trees. But that wasn't what they were going for. They were going for much more of an ancient classics, bacchanalia sort of vibe. But here's the, they had their own orchestra, of course, so here from the Edgewater Beach Hotel in Chicago. Here's the Edgewater Beach Hotel Orchestra.
After hearing it once, the dumbest dunce can memorize the thing. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, you can't go wrong. Oh, say it's bound to sound like some other song. But God knows it's simple, so get together and let's be simple. I don't know whether or not you knew they call this classic I Love You.
I like the vibe there. Sing something simple. You know, make it simple to last your whole life long. Haha. Well, all right, everybody. I hope you all got a kick out of that as much as I did. While we're singing a song and making it simple to last our whole life long and not worrying that it's not good enough for anybody else to hear, let's go ahead and check out another place out in Palm Beach. Place known for its hillbillies, including Elaine Gay and Smilin' Jack, the hilarious hillbillies, who entertain nightly at Dude Dodge's Marine Show Bar. Or Marine Show Bar, I suppose. Featuring Alan DeBasio, the world's lousiest piano, as earth-shaking as the pianist. All right, then. Also, Alan Sterling, his piano and parodies. You could actually make a living doing parodies back then. It's wild. Or also this guy putting on what I can only assume is a fake nose, and making hand gestures that have got to be some kind of a secret code. The South Dixie Highway, after all. Doing pantomime, comedy, piano, and parodies. This is what you would do before, this is well after television had been invented, but these guys hadn't quite been kicked out yet. Also, one time at Flash Dude Dodge's Marine Show Bar, Sam the Joker came in. Now, what Dude Dodge's is mainly famous for is one time a young Elvis Presley strolled in the 1950s after he had become famous, but he looked so unkempt, so dangerous that they turned him away in an event that made the news a little bit. Now, this is the place that let this guy in. But not Elvis, that's for sure. Well, we're talking about piano and parodies. Here's my friend Mary Kroll, the Mad Doctor of Alabama.
Meet me at the labyrinth place. We're gonna leave the poor behind. Meet me at the labyrinth plant for the best drinking you'll never find. That man, did he just string you along, spinning you a yarn or a line? What's left when three rights make a wrong? Darling, have some fruit of the vine. Out of spirits or creme de menthe, life is cruel to the nth. Why not try the labyrinth? Oh yeah, oh yeah, Meet me at the labyrinth plinth. We're gonna leave the bull behind. Meet me at the labyrinth plinth for the best drinking you'll never find. Medusa brought a statue along, carrying a bass and guitar. Set up with a nap and a song, Galatea's rocking the bar. Out of spirits or creme de menthe, life is cruel to the nth. We're singing at the labyrinth. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Labyrinth plinth, we're gonna leave the bull behind. Meet me at the labyrinth plinth for the best drinking you'll never find. He left when you had fallen asleep. You pitied him and gave him a clue. Get lost, you said, when he came to weep. Darling, to your fate no be true. Spirits or creme de menthe, life is cruel to the nth. But how about that labyrinth? Oh yeah, oh yeah, Meet me at the labyrinth plinth. We're gonna leave the bull behind. Meet me at the labyrinth plinth for the best drinking you'll never find. Meet me at the labyrinth plinth. We're gonna leave the bull behind. Meet me at the labyrinth plinth for the best drinking you'll never find. The best drinking you'll never find. The best drinking you'll always
Dr. Mary Kroll, the Mad Doctor of Alabama. Since we're going through time and space, why don't we go across the country, across the ocean here? We'll go across the pond and check out Butlins Holiday Camp. So this was a series of resorts across England, a place where you could go to enjoy a vacation. Now, this is in Butlins by the Sea in Cliftonville, Kent. Doesn't look very much like a holiday camp in these pictures. But in 1863, you could see what was going on there. There were always activities such as the Grandma of the Week competition, the Children's Own competitions, which are not enumerated, swimming gala, Princess of the Week competition, stick dancing, tombola, the Take Potluck show, the Fabulous Limbo, roller skating, the Red Coat Show, whist drives, fancy dress, indoor heated swimming pool, and an old-time music hall, Fridays at 11 p.m. So if you really felt like staying up late at 11 p.m., you could go sing Any Old Iron, My Old Man Said Follow the Van, all of these music hall songs that everybody in England could sing along with in those days, and to a large extent, I think still can. If you were younger, you could also go check out, here at Butlin's Holiday Camp in 1963, or 62, Rory Storm and the Hurricanes. I say this couldn't have been any later than 62 because Rory Storm's drummer got another gig. That behind him is Ringo. Here's a little, there actually is some film footage about the Tiki Bar at Butlin's Holiday Camp. Here it is with some commentary by Eli and Melissa.
Hula Hula Girls.
Yes, nothing says hula like pasty Brits.
We're not in Tahiti or Hawaii. This Beachcomber bar is in a Skegness holiday camp, where at this moment, the first hippie hula hula contest in Britain is underway.
Stupid
Who's got the
hippies.
most authentic wiggle?
Authentic? No.
Margaret Thatcher, Britain's top hula judge.
So like this.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Here's where the rum comes in.
Oh,
finally.
Pirates pick me up, or a missionary's downfall. A Cologne kiss, or bingo, a planter's punch that's a real knockout.
How do you like my wiggle, sir?
I guess you needed more?
In this bar, you could fancy yourself lost in the Pacific, unless those exotic drinks make you fighting mad, like the old pirates who used to invade the Polynesian peace and the
Sorry,
hula-hula
honey,
rhythm
this
of
makes
the
me
dancing
mad
that
enough to
goes with
slug
it.
you like a pirate.
Hello, handsome.
Now, which are the girls with the snaky hips that you'd soonest be shipwrecked with on a coral island? The
pasty one with the microphone?
Beachcombers are here to find out, and it's alluring.
Good thing we wore
Ladies,
our
they're
hula
picking the
skirts to
girls in
dinner.
pairs. No rationing here.
Well, there's the ass in the grass. All we need is gas and we ride for free.
This is hula-ing, right?
And now at this paradise
Oh, I
of the
like them
northern
all. It's
seas,
so hard to
it's the moment
choose.
of truth.
Tens,
And there'll be
tens,
champagne for
tens
the two
across
who've
the
most
board.
embraced Hawaii's charm. There's nothing like bubbly for getting things really going.
Yes,
it's men,
tiki
not
bubbly,
girls
not
that need
rum.
persuading when it comes to dancing anything outlandish.
Oh, I'm done.
Come on, chance your arm.
Ooh, tiki-like.
Never mind, give this
On the
guy the
railway
champagne.
stations, they used to tell us Skegness was bracing, but they never warned
Ah!
you might expect a
Works
tropical
like-
storm as bracing as this.
Uh-oh. I think someone left the shower running. The gods have been angered by all our celebrating.
Tiki no like.
Here the crocodile
Hey,
reigns
Steve,
supreme.
remember when Rock was young?
Well, I'm sold. I am definitely booking my next summer holiday at Butlin's Holiday Camp. Aren't you? Well, all right. Well, or we could just stay here in Chicago. And here we have the Hotel Intercontinental, formerly the Medina Athletic Club. Now, up close to it, this is where it gets kind of cool. We'll get a good view of it next to the Tribune Tower, 1924 Howells and Hoods. But let's walk along the side of this thing. And there is still a relic from back when this was the home of Kon-Tiki Ports, another Chicago tiki bar. There's like 3 of them right in this vicinity here. You had Don the Beachcomber just up the road. You can see the Bloomingdale building in the background there. A few blocks the other direction would have been Trader Vic's. One common feature of these tiki bars was a lava wall And there's one of those right here. That is a remnant from Kon-Tiki Ports, which used to be back here. Now, Kon-Tiki Ports was named after Kon-Tiki, the book by Thor Heyerdahl, who tried to show that in just a small makeshift craft, people could actually take on the entire ocean and end up in Polynesia. He had a theory about how Polynesia came to be migrated to and settled. So, this was in what was then the Sheraton Hotel, which had several things. There was the incredibly exotic drinks and Polynesian food. There was the Clip Joint, a bogus barber shop where drinks aren't cut short. The Camelot, great lunch, great drinks, great sounds of music. Blacksmith Steakhouse, the Anvil Lounge. A lot of these had like an anvil kind of a theme. Also, you would go see the Batmobile, which I saw at the World of Wheels in 1990, 89, somewhere in there. There's an interior shot of it. There were several different ports set up in this, such as there was the Saigon room. There was the Singapore Joe's room. And, of course, the Pepite room, which was the closest we really get to very classic tiki style here at Kon-Tiki Ports. So, here, we've got a couple of drink recipes. I know that Mom and Dad probably tune in just to see this one every year. Here we go.
Aloha! Welcome to Kon-Tiki Ports, Chicago. I'm Rich, the Beach Bum, your bartender. How many people do you have with you tonight?
100 or so.
What? That's a lot of people. But I guess we're virtual here, so we can squeeze them in.
Of course we can. Listen, just like Thor Heyerdahl did when he traveled from South America to Polynesia, I travel too. I go from Chicago down to Georgia and Jekyll Island, and that's where I created the Jekyll Island Coaster. Nothing could be simpler. Fill a Collins glass, or any glass for that matter, with ice. Add 1 part melon liqueur or Midori, 2 parts Southern Comfort. Top it off with cranberry juice. Give it a stir, a little splash of lime juice, and garnish with an umbrella and a lime wedge. Nothing could be simpler. Come back sometime soon, and I'll teach you how to make the drink that Mom likes. Cheers.
The last time I saw you at Kon-Tiki Chicago, I promised that the next time we met, I would tell you about drink Mom likes. And I'm happy to share the recipe with you. In a rocks glass, or tiki mug, if you have one, mix 1.5 ounces of coconut rum, 2 ounces of Arnold Palmer, which is half lemonade and half iced tea, and 3 ounces of V8 Mango Splash. This is a wonderful drink. I've never met anybody, a mom, a mother-in-law, or anyone who doesn't love it. Oh, so apparently Adam wants evidence. I have 2 moms right here who can attest to it.
Adam, I'm your mom. I love it. And I'm her mom, and I love it too.
Cheers.
Well, okay, I might have to get a third statement on this at some certain point. But all right, everybody, why don't we just zip on back? We'll talk a little about tiki going into the future. So this, to some people, would have been soldiers recontextualizing the war. But by the 1970s, tiki culture was very much on the wane in the United States. It had descended to things like Brady Bunch episodes. Or Bali High, your special island, was now, thanks to Billy Joel, a metaphor for drugs.
Captain Jack will get you high tonight and take you to your special island.
This wasn't on the tape version, only the CD, so I didn't know that one until quite a bit later. Probably for the best. But by the time I was a kid, we knew hippie. We knew it from things like King Hippo, Island Cereal, all of which were horribly problematic appropriations of culture that's, to say that there's any connection to Polynesian culture is really very much a stretch.
Almighty King! Yama yama! Rhode Island's brand cereal is part of this complete breakfast.
Tastes exactly like Trix.
Yama yama! You can say it too.
Well, I guess a yumma yumma isn't one of those things that he can say, but we can't. All right. Or, of course, we knew him from people like King Hippo, who had vaguely tiki things to say if he made it to round 2, but you rarely saw him between rounds. He didn't really last that long most of the time. But here in Chicago, we still have 3 Dots and a Dash, which is a newer tiki bar. You walk in, there's this skull wall. You go down into the basement. Disney still has the Enchanted Tiki Room. And we talked a little bit earlier about the zombie, but I forgot to show the zombie recipe, which is gold rum, Jamaican rum, Demerara rum, lime juice, falernum, grapefruit, cinnamon syrup, grenadine, Angostura bitters, and a bit of Pernod. Here to tell us about zombies, singing a song that was formerly done by the Charmer back before he changed the name to Louis Farrakhan and took up a career of chasing tour groups out of cemeteries. Here, everybody, here's James from May Haley's Grave.
Oh, hi everyone. This is James Davis from May Haley's Grave. Today I'm not coming at you from the deep south as normal, but from the Tracy Aviary in Salt Lake City, as I've been journeying way out west, and this is where I find myself. I believe the closest thing to tiki I can find in Salt Lake City is flamingos. Though that still may not be regionally correct. However, I do got a little number for you. Back to back, belly to belly, but I don't give a damn, cause I'm dead already. And back to back, belly to belly at the zombie jamboree. Back to back and belly to belly, but I don't give a damn, cause I'm dead already. And back to back, belly to belly at the zombie jamboree. It was a zombie jamboree, took place from Hill Cemetery. Said it was a zombie jamboree, happened in Rose Hill Cemetery. Zombies from all over the land, some of them were great custodians. And since the season was carnival, they got together and barked and all. Everybody say back to back, belly to belly, but I don't give a damn, cause I'm dead already. And back to back, belly to belly at the zombie jamboree. Back to back, belly to belly, but I don't give a damn, cause I'm dead already. And back to back, belly to belly at the zombie jamboree. One female zombie wouldn't behave. She said she wanted me for a sleep. In one hand holding for the wine, in the other she pointing she'll be mine. I said, oh no, my turtle dove, that bag of bones I cannot love. I said, oh no, my turtle dove, but that bag of bones I cannot love. Everybody sing back to back, belly to belly, but I don't give a damn, cause I'm dead already. And back to back, belly to belly at the zombie jamboree. Zombie husband just ain't no fun. I said, oh no, my turtle dove, that bag of bones I cannot do. Right then and there she raised the feet and said, I'm gonna get you now, my sweet. I'm gonna make you call me sweetie pie. I said, oh no, get back, you lie. Everybody say back to back, belly to belly, but I don't give a damn, cause I'm dead already. And back to back, belly to belly at the zombie jamboree. Back to back and belly to belly, but I don't give a damn, cause I'm dead already. And back to back, belly to belly at the zombie jamboree. I may be lying, but you will see that he is this dead zombie. Never such a horror in all my life. Can you imagine me with the zombie wife? Back to back, belly to belly, but I don't give a damn, cause I'm dead already. And back to back and belly to belly at the zombie jamboree. All the zombies say Oh yeah, back to back, belly to belly, man, I don't give a damn, cause I'm dead already, and back to back, belly to belly at the zombie jamboree, at the zombie jamboree, at the zombie jamboree. Brains.
All right, everybody, that about wraps us up for another year of the Tiki Tour. So welcome back, everybody. I'm Adam from Mysterious Chicago Tours. We do have some upcoming stuff. That's a very old one. But this, what have I done? There we go. So, I'm not going to try to compete with anything holiday weekend, but next Saturday, July 13th, happens to be my birthday, we're going to try again at Rose Hill Cemetery, everybody. I've got a couple of private tours coming up before then, so I should be in okay shape. This is up on the Eventbrite. I haven't added it to Facebook yet. I will do that probably in the morning before Find a Grave Friday. No, probably not till a couple of days later. You never want to add something this close to a holiday when nobody's going to be online anyway. But we will do Find a Grave Friday tomorrow. It is, after all, the 4th of July. But thanks, everybody, for joining me. Let's find the thanks button on here. And there it is. This thing's got so many things in it over the years. But all right, thanks, everybody. I'm Adam from Mysterious Chicago. Here's Benny Goodman. Hope you've all enjoyed today. So I knew Zombie Jamboree. There was a version of Rockapella did, but not on Carmen Sandiego. It was on some film about rock a-cappella groups that they showed me in music class in middle school. It was like they were having like rap battles, only it was a-cappella. Before Pitch Perfect. That Rose Hill is a Sunday. I already got a thing on the Saturday with the private group. So the kitchen is turning out great, if I do say. Oh, here, I'll show you my kitchen. Show how I'm spending all my time. Installed some ceiling lighting myself. And we've got behind me, this is chronological, Village Voice ads. Starting in 61 and going all the way to 69 over here. From 50, I started 59. 59 with the famous ads like rent genuine beatniks for your next party. And Brother Theodore, who asked the immortal question, what is behind the beyond? Most people don't even know what's beyond the behind. Sure you know.
And they all loved it. They all loved those bastards when they played by Benny Goodman. And now another one just in the same vein, Rosetta.
Good luck, Kathleen. I'm wondering if I should have done both of these walls in brick. Just one of them probably would have been okay. And just that one. Maybe I had the one by the window stated as Hunter B. Not too late to change my mind. And I might. I did the living room first. Now pretty much everything's done other than, like, I keep saying that though. Let's see, Miles has got a seat right there. All right, a lot of fireworks going on tonight, it looks like. Thanks for kicking in a donation or two out there, everybody. Rita, thank you. I have worked very hard on it. Last week was pretty much decoupage week. Benny is wrapping it up. I believe everybody's heading off for fireworks. So everybody, happy 4th of July. If I don't see you tomorrow, we will be doing Find a Grave Friday tomorrow. So everybody, thanks a lot for joining me. I'm Adam for Mysterious Chicago Tours, telling you all to stay safe, stay strong, and of course, if you can, stay spooky.